Hi everyone, this is the second part of my The Secrets of the Hand, and I'm Master Chuan from Singapore, from this website www.chuanonline.com. I hope you have enjoyed my first part 1 of this Secrets of the Hand revealed. So today I'll be talking about one of the most common questions from my clients and also those students that I have. They always ask me, which hand am I supposed to be reading? Because if you look at your own hand, you realize that both your hands may not look the same. So today I'll be covering this particular topic about which hand you should be reading. Let's begin. Okay, which hand to read? Which is your natural dominant hand? So if you actually put your two hands together in the gesture revealed in here, from this particular two diagrams, these two pictures, you will realize that one of your hand, when you hold in this gesture, one of your thumb will actually naturally go on top of the other hand. Okay, and if you were to switch the directions of the fingers, like for example you move the fingers the other way around, you try to put your other hand on top of the first hand, you'll find that you'll feel very, very uncomfortable. So whichever hand that you naturally put, and the thumb, that is the one that lands on top, will be the hand that you will focus on. Let me explain a little bit further. There's a difference between natural dominant hand and what we call dominant hand. Natural dominant hand is determined by the method I just mentioned earlier, by the picture you saw earlier, whereas a dominant hand is commonly determined by which hand is it that you use for writing, which hand is it that you use for doing most of your tasks, like when you're drinking water, which hand you use it to actually take the glass up to your mouth, and maybe when you're doing certain things, you tend to use one of your hands more often than the other. So that's what we normally call as dominant hand. Whereas natural dominant hand is a gesture that is formed with the gesture previously, which is this one, and you will realize that this is a very natural way of holding your hands, and you will find that this is probably, when you try to do otherwise, the other ways of holding your hands, it will be something very, very uncomfortable. So that's why I call it natural dominant hand. So your natural dominant hand is what you make in terms of your life. That means this is the hand that you should be focusing on. Whereas the other hand is what you are born with. That means when you're born with, your life's supposed to be in a certain manner. Like it should, say for example, you will have a very clear direction of your career, or some people will be very imaginative, some people will be very, very stubborn. So those are natural information about yourself. That is the other hand that you will look at. But when your dominant hand, your natural dominant hand, is what your current status about your character is. So that will be the hand that we focus more on. Alright? There are of course other methods of reading hands. Some will talk about using left hand for men and right hand for women, and for the Chinese they also have like for men the left hand will be for before 35 years old and the right hand will be after 35 years old, etc. So there are different methods available in the market, and there are different palmists who actually use these different methods. Myself, using this natural dominant hand method is one of the most accurate way of determining which hand to read. So you can try it out, and if you really find that you have other theories about this different hands to read, then you always use them. But I always tell people that try it out before you actually reject them. Until you really find that this is useful, then you can always stick to it. Alright, so for today, that's all I'll be talking about, because it's a very, very short clip I'm trying to create here. I've already started selling my first ebook, which is the True Secrets of Palmistry, and basically it contains wealth of information about all these different topics. One of them which is talking about which hand to read, and I have a lot of details of explanation why I use this method as a correct method, for a more accurate method, so-called, to really read a palm. And at the same time, there's also a lot of different informations on my website. You can also get a free mini ebook So do visit my website, which is at www.chuanonline.com. Alright, see you again.